Yo, what's going on, you guys? I'm here to review Invisible Man, starring Elizabeth Moss and Aldis Hodge and some other people that I don't know their names, not familiar with their work, and or care about. But everybody played their roles very nicely in this film, so let's talk about it. After staging his own suicide, a crazed scientist uses his power to become invisible and stalk and terrorize his ex-girlfriend. When the police refuse to believe her story, that's Elizabeth Moss's character, she decides to take matters into her own hands and fight back. Off the rip, I didn't go into this theater with a whole lot of high expectations, to be quite honest. If I'm being completely real and transparent with this, I thought it was just going to be like another one of those types of movies, and it is very much one of those type of movies. There's really nothing too in particularly special about it. I mean, was it good? Absolutely, absolutely. I very much enjoyed the film. It was great. It reminded me a lot about Hollow Man, just instead of science that made him invisible, it was a different means that made him invisible. Um, it was a suit. I just keep it straight up. It was a suit. He had a suit because he's like the leading engineer or leading something, but he basically is a genius in optic design. So I'm pretty sure he's got like the way his house is set up and built and where it is and located and all that stuff and the way his garage works and looks, I would say that he's loaded. Not only is he loaded, but he more than likely makes weapons and things like that for probably government. He probably has like government contracts. If I had to guess, I don't know, but it would seem like he has that type of deal going on. Like he's definitely got the money to do this because who's out here making this kind of stuff in a garage without some type of government contract attached to it? Like he's not Iron Man, he's not Tony Stark, and if anything else, he's definitely far removed from that. I would compare this thing to Hollow Man and probably enough. White woman in distress. That's basically what that started off being. And you think it's going to be something wrong. You think it's something wrong, and it very much is something wrong. You just don't know to what extent and how bad it is until later on in the movie. You're like, wow, no wonder she was trying to get away from this nigga. He is deranged. He is crazy. Like I said, you stage your own death. You give up your whole life to mess with this one person. That is dedication, sir. I applaud you for that because, bruh, what? And while he's antagonizing her all this time, I just be thinking to myself, it's probably foul of me to think that way, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Why? Why her? Like, she is not like the prettiest rose in the garden, you know what I'm saying? Like, she cute, I guess, if you like that, but her sister's hotter than her. There's other people around that are more hot than her. In the field that you're in, you're a playboy, bro. You could get anybody you wanted to if you wanted it. All you gotta do is just flash a little bling, slide a little cars. It's not like he was an ugly individual, so I really didn't understand what was the obsession with her in particular. And I really asked this question, and then later on in the film, I love that they're self-aware enough to be like, she asked him that question. She was like, "Why me? You could have anybody. Why are you messing with me? You can't just pretend like I don't exist." And I was like, thank you. Thank you. Somebody else gets it. She knows. She knows what she looks like. For a level of genre and thriller that it's in, I'd say it was incredibly passable. I didn't really, like I said, I didn't really expect it to be all that good. But I was locked in. Like, from the start to the end, I was locked in because now I'm wondering, like, is there going to be some weird type of plot twist to it? Like, is she actually going nutso? Or is he like really doing something to her? Because none of this is explained. None of this can really be explained. Like, you know he's there, and then when he starts doing certain things, you're like, nah, he's definitely there. But then there's other moments where you're like, wait, is he there, or is she like really just like high on drugs or something like that? Like, you can't really tell like until it gets further in. But yeah, no. I very much enjoyed this movie. It was good. It was that good. You guys should definitely go see it. I recommend it. It was a good time. And unlike most movies, especially nowadays, the ending was actually pretty strong. It was predictable, but it was pretty strong. I mean, it's predictable if you're like really in there, but Otherwise, you're not surprised by the way it ends. So I will say that I'm not trying to do a whole bunch of spoilers. I'm really not even going to do like a spoiler review like that on this movie. But I do know that it was very much a good watch, and you guys should go see this movie while it's still in theaters. So go see Invisible Man, you guys. The ending was good. The startup was good. The middle ground, even in the slow parts, you're still trying to like pick and piece and stuff like that. So it's still enjoyable. It's still very watchable. And this guy is a bastard that you learn to hate. Like absolutely, like 110%. Like you hate this guy. This guy is trash. He is the bottom of the bottom. He is the lowest of the low, and you can see why. And then, yeah, it's just it's so much. But you guys go check it out. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to comment and let me know what you thought about about the movie in the comment section below. And if you haven't seen it yet, and this is new information for you, hopefully I didn't spoil too much for you because I really tried not to spoil anything, and I tried to keep this as short as possible. So hit that notification bell for more updates as I update, because I'll keep updating. Follow me on my other socials, and donate to my channel if you can. It will be the greatest. You will be the greatest. And until next time, you guys, I love y'all. Go see The Invisible Man, and I will be here telling it like it is.